we're back again, and we're doing another pop-up mechanism today. So Sunday we did the mouth mechanism, yesterday we did the step mechanism, and today we are doing a sliding mechanism. So I'm just going to move you down a bit. I'm flapping my hands down, you can't see what I'm doing. So the first thing you're going to need to do is fold your piece of paper in half. Now, you can do it with paper if you want. It is easier with card. This one really does need card. It's just a bit flimsy otherwise. But stick 2 bits of paper together, that will make it stronger. Use like a cereal box, fold that in half, that'll work. It doesn't have to be expensive card, I just happen to have this. So I have my piece of black card. I'm working with 2 different coloured cards today. You don't have to. I'm only doing it to try and make it a little bit easier for you to see. I was hoping that the contrast would be easier for you to see. And I've worn blue instead of black. This is about as bright as I get. So I folded it in half, and you're actually only going to be working on 1 half today, but we do it on 2 just to kind of help when it comes to doing the book if you want to make a book later on. And for a card it's quite nice as well. So first thing you need to do is you need to cut a slot, almost like a post box, on one side. Now I have True Blue Peter style here. Got one that I did earlier. Okay, so my slot is 1 centimetre deep here, and it is 14 centimetres across. Just that was the size I wanted it to be. It gives you a little bit of strength on each side because you don't want to get too close to your edges or it's going to kind of crumple and fall apart. But it's long enough that when it slides, actually you can see that it's moving rather than giving it a little bit of wiggle. Okay, so that's the first thing. Now put that to one side because you don't need that for the rest of this. And I'm now going to tip you down so you can see what I'm doing. So the next thing you are going to need is a strip of card. I have made mine because my piece of card, the slot, is 14 centimetres long. I have made this 17 because you want enough room to be able to hold on to it and slide it backwards and forwards. So it is 3 centimetres deep, okay, from here to here, this little bit here, and it is, as I say, 17 centimetres long. Now what you need to do, we need to make this piece of card fit through this slot, and it's obviously not going to slide backwards and forwards at the moment because it's going to get wedged because it's too fat. So I'm just going to tilt you up a little bit because you're a bit far down there. Right. So the first thing I want you to do is to measure in from one end 2 centimetres. Okay, so we are measuring in 2 centimetres. I'm all caggy handed because I'm having to work upside down, so bear with me. So I'm going to measure in 2 centimetres from here to here, and I'm just going to mark that and then go across. Now this is the reason why I use a set square rather than a ruler, just because I find it easier when I'm doing stuff like this. I then want you to measure in 1 more centimetre. Okay, so we've measured in 2 and then we're measuring in 1 more, and we're going to mark that. So you should end up with 2 lines going up and down vertically. That's the word, vertically. You can tell I've been off work for a while. So now we want to bear in mind this is going to be 3 centimetres across because that's how big we made it. So now we're going to just put 2 marks between the 2 that we've already done, 1 at 1 centimetre, 1 at 2 centimetre, and then draw a line across. So we're going to end up with what looks like a capital H with one end that's been stretched. Okay, and the idea is we are then going to cut out, oh, there we go, the 2 bits there on each side, just leaving that central section. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. So we're literally going to go up, up. Now this is where it's handy if you've got card rather than paper because it's a bit stronger. By this stage the paper would be kind of flopping everywhere. So by having the card it just gives it a little bit more stability. So this is where now, this next stage, you are going to need your drawing of your character or whatever it is that you've decided you want to move. It could be a football that you want to fly across the page, it could be an alien, it could be whatever you like, and all you're going to do is draw it, cut it out, put a little blob of glue on here and then attach your drawing. So, ta-da! Can you see I've left a gap just here? So there is space for it to slide, okay? Because otherwise, if it can't slide, it gets stuck, okay? Right, so we are now going to post our alien, or backwards, our piece of card, through the card. Then you're going to turn it and lie it flat, okay? So he has gone, he's gone through the hole, down to where it narrows. He's going to turn, he is going to turn when his hand gets out of the way, and then he lies flat. Now, that's fine, but this bit's going to wiggle. I'm sure there's a proper name for it, but it's just going to wiggle and wobble about. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that it doesn't. So I want you to cut yourself a strip of card that is slightly wider than this strip here. Okay. Then you're going to mark with a pencil each side, because we do not want to get any glue on this because it will stop it from moving. Okay, so we've marked each side. We're now just going to move it out of the way or you end up with glue everywhere. Put a little blob of glue where we've marked it. Oh, my glue's starting to dry up. Hold this, straighten this one up, and then pop this on the top. Now, if you're making a card for somebody and you want this to be the front, or even the back, whatever you want, you can stick another piece of card over the top. So you could, if you wanted to, stick that like that, so that you've got a nice, clean inside. Okay? So, if you're going to do that, I'm suggesting you put the glue on this one. Okay? Put glue all the way around, but you need to leave this room to slide backwards and forwards. If you put glue on this bit, it's going to get wedged and you'll never get it unstuck. Not without ripping something, okay? So that's if you want to tidy up your edges. So that is a sliding mechanism with an alien. You can do whatever you like, obviously. And tomorrow I will be back with another pop-up mechanism that you can incorporate into your book. Bye!